First of all, what I want to do is welcome you to this call. Been very, very excited for tonight because of the special guest that we have on this call. And what we're going to do and what we're going to cover, I'm going to move very fast. In one sentence, this is really a sneak peek into our lives as successful HFX traders and how hundreds of people like you are joining us every single week. We're going to talk about how our master traders hit their daily target profit in less than an hour, how I Am Mastery Academy is the largest trading education company in the world, and how Matt Thayer, who's one of our guests tonight, is one of over 50 educators and trade masters who trades his account live 5 days a week with an average of 10,000 people who tune in to copy trade and learn his strategy and how to do what it is that he does. In fact, you're going to watch Matt demonstrate by placing maybe even a 5-figure trade right in front of you, which he does many, many times on our sessions using a simple tool that he developed called Cash Trap. That's right. Write that down. Cash Trap. You guys are going to get used to that word or words, Cash Trap. And last, Dr. Josh Lee is going to share how he went from working 70 plus hours a week as a doctor to becoming a trader and educator, creating more freedom than he's ever had in his life. He's going to share his step-by-step plan for becoming a successful trader as well as educator. And then we're going to end with a quick overview of how you can actually jump in and get started yourself. So what I'm going to do, and feel free to take notes if you guys want to, is I'm going to actually jump right into this. I'm going to take myself off the screen share here. I'm going to do a share screen with you. And if any time you can't see my screen, just let me know, but you guys should be able to see it now. Okay, perfect. So just by question, how many of you have money right now in the stock market? You got money in commodities, currency markets, maybe you got some money in cryptocurrency and stuff like that. Put a 111 inside the chat right now if you got money in those markets, okay? Okay, so over the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you something that I've been personally doing. It's completely changed my perspective as well as my excitement for the future. Now, for those who've not heard of currency trading before, I'm going to make that kind of the focus for tonight. I'm going to give you a few quick stats as well as giving you an understanding of how this actually works. Number one, the foreign exchange market, also known as Forex, it is the largest financial market in the world, producing $6.6 trillion per day in trading volume, making it the most liquid market in the world. Now, unlike the stock market, which a lot of you might trade right now, you can trade in this market 24 hours a day. That's one of the things I love about it. Just like stocks and gold, they fluctuate in value every day. Currency also fluctuates in value. So we have the opportunity right now to make money by riding these waves. And so the question comes as to where can you learn how to do this so that you can actually have success with it? And that's where I Am Mastery Academy comes into play. Company's been in business since 2013. They've got an incredible corporate team, some of the best leadership, frankly, that I've ever seen. They've taught hundreds of thousands of students worldwide through their academy. They've become one of the leading educational platforms in the world. Now, so within I Am Mastery Academy, there's an academy called HFX, which stands for High Frequency Exchange. And through this academy, you can actually learn how to make money when the price goes up or when the price goes down. And the question that a lot of people have is, how do you actually determine whether the price goes up or down? That's the challenge people have. They're like, okay, I saw Bitcoin today, up, down, up, down, up, down. When do you actually get in, right? Well, that's where this company comes into play with their platforms. They've got 5 proprietary scanners, okay, where you're going to receive what's called market ideas. Okay, that's like getting signals or trade ideas, okay, sent to you that will give you an indication as to when you can choose to enter into a potential setup using our strategies. Okay, so these market ideas will give you an opportunity 24 hours a day to see what the educator sees and enter into the exact same opportunity. And not only that, you're going to get access to one of the top educational platforms in the world. Over 100,000 views a day. It's called Go Live. It's kind of like Zoom, where there's education all throughout the day and night. You can hop on live sessions. You can learn. You can take live market ideas right on the sessions, following exactly what the educators do. Now, if you don't speak English, don't worry about it. Go Live's got a lot of different languages, translation, subtitles to suit your needs. Also, we have hearing impaired installed right now. This one platform is the most valuable piece in the entire academy because you're watching live sessions from top educators in the industry who are actually making it happen. Now, one of the things I tell people is there's just 4 steps to placing a trade with what we do. Number one is you got to select the currency pair, which is like USD, JPY, United States dollar, Japanese yen. Okay, so select pair. You choose the time, which is how long do I want to be in the trade. Number 3, you select the order size, which is the dollar amount that you choose. And number 4 is you push the button of the predicted price direction, which is like a buy or sell. We call it a call option or a put option. And we're going to go over that here in just a second. And this is where I want to introduce one of my great friends, one of my trading partners and educators on Go Live, very well known. He is the creator of Cash Trap. Matt is beloved by many people around the world. He's helped change a lot of people's lives. And he's going to basically, first of all, he's going to give you kind of his story, his background, and then he's going to show you what he does and how he does it. So with that, Matt, I'm going to go ahead and put the screen here on you. We're very, very excited for the opportunity to have you on here tonight, man. I know that you've been excited about changing people's lives around the world. You've been doing it now for a couple of years. We appreciate you, and we are super pumped to have you on here. The floor is yours, man.
Thank you so much for that introduction. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you guys are excited and very, very ambitious to what's going on here, guys. My name is Matthew Thayer, aka Matty Pips. A lot of people call me here in the trading world. But guys, for me personally, I saw this, a little over 3 years ago. And when I saw it for the very first time, it was very intimidating. I don't come from a financial background. I didn't go to school for finances. I never traded in my entire life before joining this opportunity in this company. But because of the leadership and because of the products that are offered, I've not only been able to learn, guys, but I've actually been able to become the #1 most streamed Go Live educator and part of the entire company, which is just absolutely insane. Because remind you that, like I said, 3 years ago, I didn't even know what a call or a put or Forex or foreign exchange or anything like that was. And when I first got started, guys, it was very difficult. Just because, I didn't really have a mentor or someone to follow on day one. So, when I put money into my accounts, I was really just guessing. I was really trying to figure it out. I was really trying to, have success, but I didn't really know what I was doing. So I ended up actually blowing the first couple accounts that I started in the very, very beginning. But because of Go Live and because of these educators, I've been able to, basically copy from them, learn from them, and then be able to develop my own strategies and develop my own style of trading. I first started just copying Ness. I started just basically doing everything that he did. When he said call, I would take a call. If he said put, I would take a put. And I just did that, guys, for my first 60 days. And then after that, I started holding my own sessions, started taking my own trades, started helping my team try to understand it. And one thing led to another. And like I said, I've actually now became the #1 most viewed educator in the entire company. And what I want to do, guys, over the next couple minutes is I first just want to show you my strategy. I want to show you the platform, and I want to show you what it's going to look like if you guys decide to, want to trade with us and start following me on a night-to-night basis. So I'm going to share my screen really quick. And go over the platform. It's very, very simple, guys. When I go live and when I teach, this is what it's going to look like. I'm actually going to be sharing my screen just like this. And what you're going to do is you're actually going to follow along. You're going to have your account up. You're going to be doing exactly what I'm doing. And you're going to be able to actually just take the same exact trades that I take. So this is a broker account called Vita Forex. This is actually the account that I started with $500. And now, obviously, I've been able to grow this, as you guys can see in the right-hand corner, to over $8.6 million. And I've been actually able to do that in front of thousands of people every single night. Guys, 2 years ago, I became an educator, and I only had about $230,000 in my account at that time. So people have been able to see me go from 230,000 all the way up to now 8.6 million as being an educator. Now, basically, guys, the way it's going to work, just like it was just said in the presentation, we have to select the currency pair that we want to trade. So on my sessions, I'll actually let you know what I want you to select. Let's just say I saw an opportunity on Euro USD. Well, what you would do is you would have Euro USD selected over here on the left-hand side. And then over here on the right-hand side, this is where we do the prediction. So like it was stated, we have to know which way is the market going? Is the market going to go up, or is the market going to go down? Now, we also have to know in how long. Well, with my strategy, guys, we take actually 3-minute trades. So whenever I take trades, I'm always selecting 3 minutes. Now, what's cool about this is you're actually able to decide how much you want to risk. So you are in complete control in the amount that you would like to basically trade in the market. Now, for me personally, I tell everybody to risk a max of 3% a trade. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna put a little bit of amount in here. Not gonna do too much. I'm obviously not gonna do my 3% that I normally do, but I will do a significant trade here for you guys. Now, if I believed the market was gonna go up, we would go in for a call. If I believed the market was gonna go down, we would go in for a put. Now, this takes us to Cash Trap, because Cash Trap, guys, is what makes everything so simple. See, Cash Trap will tell you whether to go in for a call or to go in for a put. See, in 2008, Steve Jobs came up with a phone called the iPhone. And at that time, it was actually very, very difficult for people to understand smartphones. So when the iPhone came out, it was actually very, very simple to use a smartphone. And then that kind of evolved over the last 10 or so years, and it has absolutely revolutionized how the smartphone is used today. Well, guys, that's what Cash Trap does. Cash Trap makes trading simple. Cash Trap makes it easy for the brand new person to have the ability to trade. See, over here on the right-hand side, it tells you the currency pair that it thinks that you should pick. So if we were to pick a trade, we would just basically look over here on the right-hand side, and then we would basically take the trade based upon whether it said to take it for a call or a put. And then what you do is you just go over to the platform, you select that currency pair. So let's just look really, really quick at an opportunity. Let's just see if there's anything out here right now that we can actually take. So there's a bunch of different options that you can select. And every 5 minutes, there are new opportunities that come out. What I actually want to do here really, really quick is I just want to wait this 3 minutes for a new opportunity to come out so then we can take the trade. So on my live sessions, you'll actually be able to follow along with me and take the same exact trades that I take. I do the analysis. I look for the good trade setups. All you have to do is follow along. And my goal is to help you grow your account over time. Most people, they start with $500. My goal is to help you grow that account 2% per session, 4 days a week for the next year. If we do that successfully, you'll actually take your account, guys, from $500 to almost $31,000. Now, on day one, nothing crazy. All you have to do is make $10. Well, if we go back to the platform here, guys, and if we, let's just say, started with a $500 account, you can risk a max of $15. Well, your profit on that, guys, is $10.20. So really, all you have to do is win one trade a session, 4 days a week for the next year, guys, to successfully grow 2% over the every session, every 4 days a week for the year. Now, on your last day, even though day one is only $10, on your last day it's $602. So 602 times 4 actually ends up being $2,400. 2,400 times 4 weeks in the month ends up almost being $10,000 a month by just conservatively growing your account over time. So real quick, guys, you guys can see here, Euro USD called out the put, and as you guys can see here, price actually went down. So we would have been able to take this trade right around here, and as you guys can see, price has gone down. Now, what I want to do is I just want to wait this minute in 20-ish seconds, and I want to wait to see if it's going to give us an up arrow, and I want to take that trade. So I'm just being patient here. I'm just waiting. On my calls, I would basically be telling everybody to get ready. I'd say, hey, 3 minutes, guys, select the amount that you want to risk. We're going to be looking for a call here in the next minute or so. So I'm basically just waiting. I teach every single Sunday a couple other things to look for when you are trading, because obviously I don't take every single opportunity that comes out, but this is going to be a pretty good setup. So again, just waiting here really, really quick for this next 38 seconds to take this trade, and then we'll jump over to the next segment. So again, over here on the right-hand side, all the different opportunities that you can pick with Cash Trap. Cash Trap actually tells you exactly whether to go in for a call or a put. All you really have to do is just follow along. So right now I have Euro USD selected. I'm waiting for the 15 seconds to go away. And then once the next candle opens up, I'm going to see if it's up or down arrow, and I'm going to take the trade. So I have Euro USD selected. I have 3 minutes selected. I have the amount that I want to trade. I am just waiting for the new opportunity. Boom, getting the call. Let's go ahead and take it. So boom, I'm in there. I said to the platform, hey, $10,000 in the next 3 minutes, price will be higher than it is right now. So all that has to happen is price has to go in that direction. So you guys can see here, price is already going in that direction. This will end up being actually a $16,900 payout. And guys, that is how easy it truly is to use Cash Trap. All you have to do is wait for a new opportunity to come out, see the arrow, take the trade, wait the time, and see it clear. And that is what I do, guys, 5 days a week. And you guys can come trade with me if you decide to go ahead and get started. It's really, guys, that simple. Now, I know you are going to hear from Mr. Josh Lee. He is a master at Cash Trap. He does phenomenal things, guys, here with Go Live and the IM Academy. He is absolutely crushing it. He has helped so many people every single week master Cash Trap, become professional traders, and just absolutely dominate the markets. But as you guys can see here, price is still in profit. We're about to clear this trade here in just a couple minutes, but that is exactly how Cash Trap works, guys. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pass this on to Mr. Josh Lee. And guys, make sure you pay attention, because he's going to teach you how to master the strategy. He's going to teach you how to absolutely dominate the market. Super excited to help you guys trade and absolutely crush the markets moving forward. I'll see you guys very, very soon.
Awesome. Well, first of all, thanks for that, Matt. That was amazing. And guys, before I bring Dr. Lee on here, I want to give him the proper edification. This is an individual I've known now for about 19 years. We actually met back in college. Kind of funny. We were in a health class together, and he was looking over at my watch. I had a nice watch, and I had actually approached him about doing a business with me. And here we are 19 years later. He went off actually to become a full-time doctor of sports medicine. He'll tell you a little bit more about that. And today is a full-time trader and educator. One of the things I love about this story is that, first of all, he's got a wife, he's got 5 children, so he's got a big family like myself. But this is an individual that was already working 60, 70, 80 hours a week. Okay, there were many nights that Dr. Lee was doing documentation. For anyone who's in the medical industry, they know the amount of hours that goes in to being a medical doctor. And so this is somebody who devoted his life to an industry that he was indeed successful with. But the challenge is that he was time broke. So financially could be doing well, but was time broke at the same time. And so when I presented this to him several years ago, I told him that there was a way for him to be able to basically get out of that, to create a phenomenal income, but to have the time freedom, which is pretty much what everyone wants, since time is the currency of the earth. And so he is a full-time educator. He is a co-trader of mine, where he and I trade together each and every day. We educate literally thousands of people around the globe. So we're very, very excited to have on Dr. Lee. So Dr. Lee, very excited to have you on. And what we're going to do is go ahead and make you the co-host, and the floor is yours, man.
Excellent. Thank you so much. It's great to be with you and to share with you my story, my background, and why I got into this field and why I'm so excited to share with you. You see, years ago, I was like many of you, and I wanted to become something where I could make some money for my family. I wanted to provide well for my family, and I wanted time freedom. And in addition to that, I wanted to make a difference, right? Many people want to make a difference, and they choose a profession or a career path where they can go make a difference for somebody. For me, I wanted to become a doctor. I figured, hey, I can make some decent money. I'll hopefully have some time with my family, and ultimately I can make a difference in the lives of my patients. But here's the problem. I went down that path, I did all the work. And once I got there, I found that there were different aspects of that field that really made it difficult for me to have the lifestyle that I wanted. I did make some good money and I was making a difference. But the main thing that I lacked, as he said, was time. I lacked that time freedom to be able to do what I wanted with my family. You see, I came from a large family myself, and I ended up with 6 kids of my very own. I love my family, and I'm grateful for them. But I was so bound by having to work 70 hours a week as a doctor working in the field of sports medicine that I was rarely seeing my family. I was often up till 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning doing documentation, filling out paperwork in order to get paid by the insurance companies. That was really difficult. And so I found that even though I did feel that satisfaction of making a difference in people's lives, trying to help them recover, post-surgical rehab, and all sorts of things like that, ultimately, I didn't have the time and lifestyle that I was hoping for, even though I was making some good money. And so I needed more. I was searching for more. And that's when I was introduced to the I Am Mastery Academy and the world of trading. You see, trading has a unique ability to provide an income, but also the time. And then later on, I discovered how I could also make a difference. And so as I got started, when I was introduced to the I Am Mastery Academy as well as trading, I began, like many people do, by trial and error. I was making mistakes. I was looking at the charts, trying to figure things out. I was searching YouTube. I was looking at some of the expert videos and things within the I Am Mastery Academy itself. It was in the early stages at that time. And so they didn't necessarily have all of the tools that I felt like I needed in order to succeed. But over time, they began to develop. There was new educators that were coming on board. And ultimately, I was able to learn and master the skill of trading to where after about 3 years of really focusing in, practicing, developing my own trading skill, I was able to leave the field of medicine and ultimately become a full-time trader. Now, at that point, I got 2 parts that I was looking for. I needed a good income and I needed some quality time so that I could spend time with my family. When I transitioned to become a full-time trader, I obtained those 2 things, but I also wanted to make a difference. And so after about a couple of years of being involved with trading, the I Am Mastery Academy approached me and said, you know what, you've been doing so well. We would love you to be able to provide additional education for those who are in this field as well and who are coming up the ranks. And just like I was seeking for that additional time, seeking for that improved lifestyle, seeking for that ability to make a difference. And they wanted me to share my knowledge with others. And so I came on board, became a full-time Go Live educator, and have the opportunity to share my knowledge with each of the individuals in this company. And so now today, we have over 10,000 people, 10,000 students, real individuals who are also looking to change their life, who tune in on a daily basis, 5 days a week. We do these workshops to help them change their life by learning and obtaining this skill. But for most people, it doesn't come automatically. There is a pain of learning. There is a pain of blowing accounts and making mistakes. And so there is a shortcut that many people can then take in order to accelerate that learning curve that I didn't have at the very beginning, but that I Am Mastery Academy can provide through the many educators. You just saw Matthew Thayer. Through many of the educators, we will provide the knowledge that we have obtained through our thousands of hours of experience in live trading to provide that with you so that you can actually replicate our results, so that you can duplicate the kind of success that we ourselves have experienced. So you need the experts to help mentor you. They're here. They provide many, many hours each week to help you learn to master the skill. And this is all through the I Am Mastery Academy. Now, as Matt had just pointed out there are different aspects to the markets. A lot of people trade in what's called the normal Forex market, and we trade in a small sector referred to as the HFX or binary options market. This is a high frequency exchange. And just as you were able to see live through a live trade, you don't have to be in a trade forever. You don't have to be watching the chart for hours and hours on end, hoping and waiting for things to move in your direction. You can be in a trade for a very short period of time and ultimately be able to make money from the markets. And so as you do so, ultimately, you'll be able to obtain the kind of lifestyle, the kind of freedom that I have been able to realize myself. Money is not the only thing that people are searching for. And that certainly wasn't the case for me. I was already making good money. I had the prestige, I had the recognition, I had the respect that the medical field provides, but I did not have time. And so that's what trading has provided for me. So what is my lifestyle like now? ultimately each day when I wake up, I come to my office, and with my trading partner, we trade for about an hour or two each morning. And after that, we're able to then educate other people on how to do what we are doing ourselves. And it brings me great joy to be able to make that kind of a difference and share that information with those who are seeking just like I was. And so, one of the things that we want to encourage each of you, as well as people who are not on this call tonight, is to come and seek it out. Come and trade with us. Come learn to master the skill of trading with us. We're here. We teach you everything that we know. We don't hold anything back. Like I said, 5 days a week, we are here to help you learn to master the skill of trading and change your life. This really isn't about trading. This isn't about the markets. This is about changing your life. If you find that you need more time, if you find that you need more money, if you find that you want more flexibility in your life, then you owe it to yourself to get into this, learn how this industry works, learn how to trade from the experts who have already succeeded. We've already been able to make good money. We've learned how to master the skill, and we're willing to share that knowledge with each of you. Appreciate the opportunity of being on with each of you tonight. And with that, Brandon, I'll turn the time back over to you.
Awesome. Well, Josh, definitely appreciate that. And guys, I want to show you something really powerful here as we go back and do a share screen with you here. I want to share just a few last things that I think will be powerful to you as we close everything out. And again, if at any time you can't see my screen, just let me know, but we should be good to go. Okay. So you just heard from Dr. Lee, someone very powerful, someone I really enjoy trading with, educating with, and things like that. So one of the things that you need to understand is that there are 252 trading days a year. You want to take this like a hobby, 20 bucks a day, that's an extra 5,000 a year. Now remember, this is just hypothetical. I'm just giving you examples. Side hustle, $100 a day, 25 grand. How could you go to your boss, say, I want 5,000 extra a year? They say, take a hike. 25,000, heck, $25,000. Some people have that for a full-time income. A job, $500 a day, 126,000. A career, business, or empire. You get to choose what you want for your life, whether it's a hobby, side hustle, job, career, business, or empire. This right here shows the power of trading, even if it's a side hustle. That was my first goal, 50 bucks a day, then $100 a day, $300 a day, then $1,000 a day. You get to set the goal. You get to set the target for what it is that you guys want. Now, one of the ways and things that we have is a way for you to get this for free. We want you to get a scholarship to our academy. Okay. It's called 2 and Free. You find 2 people that want to trade with you, you get a free membership, free subscription. It's called 2 and Free. Okay. Now I'm going to show you how to get that here in just a second, but it's 2 people that want to subscribe and trade with you, and you get access to the academy for free. No different than a scholarship than to go into college. Okay. Now you have an option as well. It's completely optional where you can have your own business. It's a referral program. Basically what happens is the company can give you kickback that can give you more money to trade with. That can be very powerful. I tell people all the time, why have a business? Well, especially here in the US where we're at, you need tax deductions. Okay. I typically am in 39% tax bracket. I can pay 11%, which saves me 28% per year in taxes simply because I have a business. You can have a business. Heck, with your trading, you should end up having a business. Okay. Reduce your taxes, which is also going to increase your income and your cash flow at the same time, which gives you the ability to compound your money, which is you want to do. You want to have money work for you. You don't just want to work for money. Okay. Simple referral program, optional. The way it works, you don't have to sell anything. No lotion, potion, powder, pillar, bug juice. So don't worry about that. There is no selling. You can simply use a service, trade in the largest financial market in the world, and make money, period. Okay. If I have 3 customers, the company gives me a kickback, $150 a month. You're paid every single Friday, right to your e-wallet. When people see the value is the key. 3 are going to share with 3. You have 12 customers. That's an extra $600 a month residual, $7,200 a year. My friends, that would have saved a lot of people's bacon over the last 12 months. 30 customers, $1,000 a month, $1,000 a month, 30 customers, completely residual. This is when it starts to get serious. 75 customers, that's 500 a week, 2,000 a month, 225 customers, 1,250 a week, 5,000 a month. Chairman 10, 500 customers, 2,500 a week, 10,000 a month. Folks, we have over 46,000 platinums, over 500 chairmans. Okay, we are look at this stat right here, 4 people in the top 10 in the entire world in our space, 4 in the top 10. No one's in there more than once. We're ranked number 1 for momentum. Ranked number 1, the big momentum. Okay. We have 3 websites in the top 10,000 globally. It's hard enough just to get one. We have 3 in the top 10,000. In fact, we got one at 5,000. So pretty impressive. You guys have an opportunity to be something that's really moving. Now, look, the ship has already sailed, but the good news is you can still swim and have time to catch up. All right. So what I tell people is real simple. To get started with us, to get in the academy, it's one-time fee, $235. It does include your first month, and month to month, no contract. You're not going to lock into anything. Don't worry about it. $5.83 a day, plus you get the 7-day money back guarantee. Okay. But because you guys are on here tonight, normally $235, $175 a month, which doesn't even start for 30 days. Okay. You get access today. Special offer today, $199.95. $199.95. So you eliminate the $235. You got the $199.95. I'm going to actually show you right now online how to actually get access to this and do a share screen with you here. So basically what you do is you get back with the person who referred you, get their ID. You send the ID to get the discount. Okay. You fill out your name, email, phone number, the username that you want for your site and back office to get all the training. Then you pick your pack, all right, HFX or DCX, $199.95. You can see the monthly is $174.95. Then you can pay. There's several different ways to pay. Just go down here, make the payment, and you are in. Okay, very simple. Here's what I want to say in closing. You've heard from myself, who's been trading for about 6 years. I've been in the academy for just over 5. You heard from an individual that had just a regular job that went from broke, blowing accounts to the #1 educator inside of IM Mastery Academy. You heard from someone who had gone from the pit to the palace as a doctor, but then, hey, stuff happens, right? The economies and stuff like that. Stuff happens, but guess what? He was presented with what we just showed you tonight. It's changed his whole life. He has more time freedom than he's ever had before, has 5 children, a wife. He has time, which is the currency of the earth. He has the time freedom. You guys can have the same. It is working for us. It can work for you. Let us become your mentors to help you guys have success. Tune in 5 days a week. We do this 5 days a week. Heck, I do 5 webinars a day. Tune in 5 days a week. Jump on our sessions. If you can't be on, watch a recording. You are going to learn what we teach you. You're going to master the skill, and you can become a pro trader yourself. You can become a master trader. In fact, you can even become a master educator as well, and come educate with us and change lives, make a real contribution, make an impact in the world. All right. So guys, with that, we're going to go ahead and close it out. Get back with the person who referred you here tonight. Have an absolutely fantastic night. Welcome to IM Mastery Academy. We'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks, everyone.